Kia ora koutou. I'm Vanessa. This is Shane, just in case there was any confusion on that one. So Craig's invited us to discuss the barriers that we're facing out in the community. So for starters, we are WebAccess Waikato. Our vision is a connected community where everyone can participate effectively. What that means for a lot of people in our area is completely different things. And Shane and I have quite a different focus within the one tiny little trust, so it keeps it interesting. I think what we do, or what we have done in the last couple of years, is a focus on computers in homes with support of 2020 Communications Trust, and that's been huge for our community in bringing, lifting that digital literacy and bringing computers into homes, training into homes, and getting that connectivity in for the children to start doing homework and participating better at school. Our area is enormous. We cover the same area as Waikato DHB, so we go up as far as Franklin, across to Coromandel, right down to Taupo. It's a very large area for a very small trust. But I'm pretty proud of the hundreds of families that we've helped in some tiny little way along our journey. Recently we've been delivering a Spark Jump program. Now this is quite in contrast to what the WISPs have been talking about today and the large telcos are offering. And what this means to our families is an affordable package where they can get online instantly, and those children, which is our focus at the moment, is that those kids in the homes can start getting their schoolwork done and bringing them online on a par with their peers in better funded schools. That's what we do. As far as the barriers go, I'm handing that one over to Shane, and he can discuss that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I've got about 4 minutes, so I'm going to be fairly quick. So during the day we've talked about lack of broadband networks in rural areas. Today I want to talk about the silent barrier of affordability, and I say that it's silent because the people who can't afford a broadband service are poorly represented in forums like this. Having broadband in a home creates better informed consumers who can make smart buying choices. A family who can't afford broadband can easily fall prey to shop from home trucks charging above market prices and finance rates. No broadband at home means no online banking or numerous other online services, resulting in families having to run a car to town to conduct these transactions face to face. Running a car puts financial pressure on families who are already struggling to pay rent or put food on the table. There are numerous examples like this. I don't need to convince this audience that having broadband in your home is essential to a prosperous society. Most of us here would consider a home broadband connection to be an essential expense, usually about $70 per month. But for a big chunk of the community, $70 per month for home broadband is discretionary spending that comes after paying rent, after putting food on the table, after fixing the car, and after paying medical bills. The problem is not just finding $70. Due to customer acquisition and connection costs, ISPs are usually holding customers to a 12 or even a 24-month term contract. That means the customer, the family, has to find $70 every single month without fail, despite unexpected demands on family income, or they face hefty early termination fees from their ISP. Another challenge is adverse credit ratings. Again, due to high acquisition costs, ISPs want certainty that new customers will pay on time with minimal credit management or risk of bad debt. To minimise these risks, ISPs will credit check new customers and in some cases may decline to provide service, or they'll require large upfront prepayments, which in itself is a significant barrier to uptake of a service by families who are struggling to balance a family budget. So to summarise these barriers, there's a challenge committing to $70 every single month. Adverse credit histories prevent families obtaining internet service, and in extreme cases, just finding $70 in the first place to pay for an internet service. So the solution that we see is a broadband solution, broadband service, delivered over a network which is free of underlying fixed line charges, utilising a self-installed CPE, so there aren't large installation costs to be built into the equation, and a prepaid service model that empowers a family to have complete control over their spending. This solution exists today in the form of the Jump service provided by Spark Foundation through regional partners like us to qualifying families. So the service isn't available to walk-in customers to a Spark retail shop. Spark Foundation distributes the service through regional partners like us who identify qualifying families, and typically this is a family with school-aged children that we're able to offer the service to. It takes the form of a 4G wireless modem, which can be posted to the family, unpacked, powered on, and it's ready to go. It has 30 gigabytes of data already allocated against the plan, and the family would buy top-ups as the data is diminished over a period of time. These top-ups are available from Corner Dairy, anywhere that top-up vouchers for Spark's network are available. So it's easy and accessible for families. If they have a financial crisis, they can't afford to keep a modem topped up, it's fine. They just stop paying, the data eventually runs out, the internet stops working, they don't face early termination charges, they don't face being cut off, they don't face adverse credit reporting, they simply get on with paying the next bill, and then they can restore the service again a month, 6 weeks later, by putting a bit more money into the top-up system. We'd like to challenge all of any network owner to mimic or improve upon this solution so that we can offer it to even more customers than we can today. Thank you.